What's up, bro? It's Sean here. Welcome to the Street Power Football adventure. In this game mode, you will have to complete challenges around the world to try to become the Street Power King. But before we start, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've always been obsessed with football, but most of all, with this ball. When I was little, my dream was to play in front of fanatic crowds in the biggest stadium in the world. When I was 12, I was recruited by the club that had the best training center in France, Agi Auxerre. I was lucky to rub shoulders with big name stars like Philippe Mexes, Djibril Cissé, and a legendary coach, Mr. Giroud. During my time at the club, I learned a lot of things. How to be more technical, run faster, what respect means, discipline, how to have the mindset of a winner. Unfortunately, I made the same fate as so many players before me. I was seriously injured. Life is not always easy, you have to try to bounce back. That's what I was trying to do. I want to stick with this ball. I wanted my life to go around it. I wanted to share my experience with the next generation. It was time for me to take on a new challenge and to become a sports instructor. My life was a mix of regular football and my passion of teaching technical skills to the young players. I discovered that technical skills and tricks were more important to young players than the game of football itself. I decided to teach them things they never ever dreamed of, and that's when I realized the power of this ball. Being able to do tricks like that and really impress the young people around me and help me better understand their fascination. They thought the moves were really cool and they wanted to learn how to do them, so I challenged myself to become one of the best freestylers in the world. Here I'm training non-stop in the street of Paris, around the world, lower, upper, sit down, ground move. I practiced until I could do every move I could imagine. I wanted to become as complete as possible. Guys, you can't ever give up. Through hard work and dedication, I was able to reach a high level of skills that earned me a place in the first World Freestyle Football Championship in Brazil. I made it to the final where I was up against the favorite, a Japanese guy. This man was a samurai with the ball, but I didn't check it out. I went up on that stage, remember all the long hours of training that I had to spend on the street creating my own style. To win this competition, you had to be creative, original, have rhythm, but more importantly, you had to win over the judge and the crowd. That's why I kept my secret trick at the end, which was the pen trick. That day, I was named the first ever freestyle football world champion. After I won that competition, the whole world opened for me. I have traveled to over 80 different countries, but I've set myself new goals. I wanted to master the art of the pana, the trick shot, and the street football. In the game Street Power Football, you will be able to discover all these different aspects of street football. And if you want to become the Street Power King, you're gonna have to pass every challenge I'm going to throw at you. Lot of football players and fans say there is no place for tricks on the field, but I challenge any of the biggest names in football to be able to do the magical things we can do with the ball. Welcome to your first challenge in a place I really love because it's where I got started with freestyle, the court of Sarcelles. The city of Sarcelles live and breathe football. There are some great players who came through Sarcelles. There is Alain Coyol, the first player in the city who played for the French national team, Philippe Cristanval who played for Barcelona, and of course there's Riyad Mahrez who plays for City and who won the African Cup with Algeria in 2019. On a side note, I coached Riyad Mahrez when I was a sports instructor. Your playing field, the plaza in front of the Sarcelles shopping center. You will have to win street football game, freestyle and trick shot. Show me you've got the street spirit to move on to the next stage, okay?
Il est neuf, il craint le goudron, mais faut bien qu'il s'use un jour ce foutu ballon. Nous c'est la rue, lui a connu que l'armoire, l'étagère et les carreaux du salon. Bon râle pas, ne fais pas ta crise, je m'excuse. Tiens, allez, je te paye un Mr Freeze, un manque de citron et 4 colas. Tout est pardonné, j'ai droit à une belle accolade. Au fait, je crois qu'ils sont déjà au terrain les mecs d'en bas. J'espère qu'ils l'ont gardé, car si ceux du marché l'ont pris, ça va barder. Vous captez pourquoi je dis tout le temps, faut pas tarder. Ah c'est bon, je crois personne avec eux.
Let's talk a little bit about street football mode. All the best players start out on the street, in front of their house, on concrete, in the favelas, in vacant lots. Sometimes even on the field using bags or t-shirts instead of goal. To be the boss of street football in this game is not just about winning, it's about playing with style. The whole point of street football is to stand out from the crowd, to be unique and to humiliate your opponents. But you won't be able to do it without the help of your teammates. It's very important for the whole team to be in sync, in the same frame of mind, to have a solid defense. The game offers a new playing mode called Street Power Football. What is it? Street Power Football lets you play 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, but the biggest innovation in this mode is that you can unlock superpowers. How does it work? Basically, you have to pull off more and more spectacular tricks and moves, and your power gauge will fill up, and then you will be able to unlock your superpowers. Different superpowers to discover, like a super shot that allowed you to shoot an unstoppable flaming ball, or a shield that makes you invisible to interception. It works a little like an RPG. In the game, you will have access to playgrounds all over the world. You will discover this spectacular location through the challenge that I will throw your way. The famous trick shot mode, it's all about precision, guys. Precision, it's very important in football. In trick shot mode, there are targets all over the playground. Your goal, be as accurate as possible when hitting them. But be careful because time is running out, the clock is ticking, you're gonna have to be quick, smart, accurate and figure out when you need to bounce the ball to hit your target like in pool. You will also have to find hidden targets. For some targets, you will have to use crazy curve shot and the right amount of force. You will also need to perform drop shots or lobs to hit various objects in the background, such as trash cans, for example. So, you will need to use just the right amount of force like a golfer, trying to get out of the sun trap, and that, my friend, is not gonna be easy. It's gonna take you a few tries to make those drop shots.